Alright, it's a real video. Here's myself, here's my partner Tasha on the left. That's a zero surgery body. Zero surgery in that physique there. So let's have a look here in Thailand. Here's a bit of B-roll here. Me and Natasha at the beach. We're talking about vasectomy. So look at Natasha. She's so young. She's just 21. Just a baby. Just a baby. Can you imagine, like, putting the responsibility of being a mother aged 21. Now, I know some mothers out there watching this video and maybe they're 19. They're like, well, I'm already a mum. I'm just going to be real here. And if you already got kids, you probably should switch off this video because it'll probably be a bit depressing for you. So I'll give you a chance to switch off and maybe watch something else. But I believe that young women and young men should have freedom in their life, and having kids. This is based on what my friends tell me, what my parents told me, what I see other parents facing every day is you lose your freedom when you have kids. Your life instantly changes. More stress, more financial pressure, more hormonal issues, more stress, more responsibility, more energy going to the new baby than going into each other as partners, etc. Just the stress because you're constantly like, is the kid safe? The kid's sick. Why is it screaming? Why is it crying? What's going on? It's just a constant energy pit. Now, I've got cats. I've got some cats. This is Schnitzel, R.I.P. Schnitzel. And, I've got some cats. They were born in my garden. So I was sort of forced into fatherhood there. And, I'd rather be a fur daddy than like a human daddy. Just because of responsibility. Unfortunately, Schnitzel's no longer with us. And that was very devastating. But I couldn't imagine what it'd be like to raise a child for 18 years or 5 years or 10 years and then for them to get murdered or die early or whatever. That would be traumatic. And I can't imagine, how hard that would be for the parents out there that happens, So I've got fur babies, and these are great little kids. I just think we have so many children in today's society. We have so many. We have, how many millions of orphans is there out there? Is it 100-something million? It's an insane amount of orphans, millions and millions of orphans. There's 113 million orphans. It's insane. It's insane, the numbers of orphans we have out there. So I really, truly believe if someone's genuine, I just want to be a father, I just want to be a mother, fantastic. Please help one of these orphans out there, or be a foster parent, or, help a single mum or a single dad. We live in such a crazy society. Community doesn't exist anymore, really, does it? Think of all the single mums and dads out there who just love to have a break for a little bit, for someone to help them with their kid or whatever. Like, it's just so tough. It's so hard, man. Drugs, pollution, cost of living. Are we winning the war on drugs? Or are we losing miserably? Are we winning the war on social media pressures for our youth? Or is it getting more crazy by the day? There's 16-year-old girls getting breast surgery or doing Botox. 16. It's insane. It's nuts out there. We've got 13-year-old guys doing steroids on Instagram, to get swole, to get noticed. The competition level is insane. I'm not against people getting steroids or doing steroids or whatever they want to do. Okay, it's cool, but when you're 13, it's like, come on. That's insane. It's getting harder for our youth. It ain't getting better. Pollution. This footage here is in Thailand. I filmed this on my drone. I filmed this. The pollution is insane. The pollution in the water. It's full of lead and cadmium and mercury. The fish are polluted as. You test the mercury levels of fish around the world. There's warnings in America in the water. Do not eat the fish in this water. It could cause birth defects. And those warnings aren't because the government's concerned. Those warnings are because people want to avoid lawsuits. In China and Thailand, that doesn't exist, those lawsuit things yet. Look at the pollution levels here. This is on a good day. This is in the south of Thailand. And, it's getting more correct. Can you imagine in 20 years, people, I don't live in Thailand, it's like, well, the air gets circulated around the world. The air gets circulated around the world. So it's just getting crazier. Everywhere you live is getting more polluted. I live in Adelaide, Australia, which is the best air quality of a city on earth. It's the best. But in the last 20 years, science indicates it's getting worse. And I can just see from riding up Mount Lofty, I can look over the city and see the pollution, the smog. And it's the best in the world in terms of a city, right? So imagine in 20 years' time, people are like, oh, the common question I get from a lot of guys, like, Harley, I want to get a vasectomy, but is it reversible? I get this question probably every week, every fortnight at least. And I'm like, would you want to get it reversed? I mean, look at the world, all right? Now, I see the world in a lot of different eyes, a lot of people. I travel a lot. I travel on my bicycle. I walk around with carved up eyes. If you're walking through a crowd and you're hungry, you don't really notice much. You're thinking, food, I need food, I need food. Or if you're dehydrated or coming down from drugs or on caffeine or whatever, you're buzzing, you don't notice what's really going on too much. Maybe listen to the music. Wow, the music's really intense. Yeah. You're talking and you're vibing. But when you're sober and you're carved up and you've got time on your hands, you've created time on your hands, not that I'm bored, so I've created time, I've created freedom in my life, you start to look around at society and go, fuck, shit's getting real. This isn't a conspiracy theory. Everyone can agree with me. This isn't mainstream media propaganda. Look at the bushfires in Australia. Look at the coronavirus hype that's going on now. Look at the flooding we just had in Australia as well. We had bushfires and extreme flooding. Like, it's insane. The rivers in Australia were destroyed. The Murray, the Murrumbidgee, the Darling River systems is pretty much bankrupt. The fish stocks, we had massive fish kills from algae overgrowth, from nitrates in the fertilizer manure going into the water. It's a shit show out there. The pollution levels, pollution. So if we want to have a vasectomy reverse, it's like, what planet are we living on? Have we found a new planet? Have we fixed all the problems in today's planet? I don't really feel it's ethical to bring new children into this world based on what's going on now. That's my personal opinion, very strong, based on what I see. And a lot of people share this opinion. But this is not the social narrative. Your parents don't want to hear this. You go, I want to be a grandma. I want to be a grandpa. Make us proud, son. Make us proud, Jane. Make us proud, Jimmy. It's like, what? No, let's open our eyes. We're walking around with eyes wide shut. We're walking around with eyes shut. And what happens is us humans, we get all hormonal, we get all horny. Crotches start tingling. The oven's starting to warm up. And you just sort of get a bit of hormonal and you get a bit of action and bang, someone's pregnant. People think pull-out method works. Man, the amount of pull-out babies, I was a pull-out baby. Like, it's just, shit happens, man. Shit happens. So it's so easy to get someone pregnant. It's so easy. I've broken condoms, but I've lost count of how many condoms I've broken. If you're not breaking condoms, I don't know what's going on there. Maybe it's the they do call me. Some girls call me the tapir, but I don't know. I've broken condoms, and and I've been using condoms. I've had my vasectomy, broken the condom, and it's like, okay, I'll just put another one on. There's no pregnancy risk there. So it's like condoms break. The pill, it isn't that accurate, effective all the time. It doesn't work all the time. Girls forget to take the pill, or they accidentally forget to take the pill. Oh, gee, I forgot to take the pill. Oh, we've got a baby on the way. Isn't that exciting? Oh, you're going to be a daddy. You're going to be a daddy. Isn't that great? Oh, shit. What? Really? What? I guess. So it's just, that's the reality, man. It's crazy. The IUD, puncturing uteruses, the Mirena, leaking hormones and copper into the bloodstream of a woman. Women are crazy enough as it is, right? If you've had a few women in your life, if you've had a mum or a sister, you will understand. Just from hormonal reasons. Not a bad thing, not a good thing, just an is thing. Women are crazy. And men are crazy too, just a little bit less. And so when you're putting hormones like estrogen into the woman and you're shutting down her hypothalamus pituitary gonadal axis, or aka her HPG axis, that just changes women in a bad way, alright? Bad way. A woman on steroids is, I don't know. Men on steroids is hard enough, but women on steroids don't really rate that experience. And I don't think it's fair and ethical that women should be forced to have increased cancer risk from taking contraceptive pill, aka sex steroids. The pill is a known carcinogen. If a man has any integrity, if he actually cares about the woman he's with, he will not let her take these toxic mind-altering, physical-altering, hormonal DNA-altering steroids. If you're going to use steroids, then do it for athletic purposes. I get that. Or maybe there's some sort of you're born without ovaries, or you're born without testes, or you're born without adrenals. Okay, cool. Born without a thyroid. Okay, cool. Got it. Otherwise, if you're just making your woman or letting your woman take sex steroids just for contraceptive reason, when her hormone system's already fine, guys, that's unethical, man. That's fucked. That's fucked. That's crazy, man. Blood clots, breast cancer, uterine cancer. Come on, man. That's wrong. We shouldn't be doing that. We should preserve the raw feminine essence that women already have. And that's the best sex ever. When a woman's got no estrogen or whatever in her system, exogenous estrogen, just her natural feminine essence, that's the best sex. There's the best connection there. When it's on the pill, it's like, oh, man. That's just like, it's just like, I don't know, I just feel like they're not all there, you know? They're not all there because they're not really themselves. That's my personal experience. I'm age 42 now, and I've had a lot of girlfriends over the years, short-term one-nighters up to 9-year-long living relationships. So this is all based on personal experience. I talk to a lot of people every day, in person, online, etc. I have a very unique perspective in my life of being fortunate enough to have a large, massive social group online. I got my coaching group. I have if you meet me in person or speak to me online, I do love talking to people. I love learning things. I don't like textbooks as much as I like talking with real humans and asking people questions. So you're on this medication for how long, and what's your blood test? And send me a blood test. I've probably looked at over 1,000 blood tests, analysed blood tests and help people find things in their bloods that the doctors just overlook. Just like, I'm busy, I'm doing 20 clients today, blah, blah, I don't really care, just here's your meds, go. And people come to me and they go, I've got this, TSH level, or my testosterone level's low, or whatever, what should I do? Or I'm anemic, and I'm like, okay, let's have a look at what's going on here. And so that's taught me a lot of stuff about human physiology that you can't learn at university. It's real world. It's a bit like going to Thailand. Like, you can read all the books you want about Thailand and maybe watch some videos, that's cool, but when you're there, when you have the smells and the experiences and the tastes and the textures and the weather and the mosquitoes and the snakes and the pollution and the friendliness and the fruit quality, then you really understand what Thailand's about. But otherwise, if you read about Thailand, you could study Thai history for 20 years. And if you've never been to Thailand, it's like, great, you've studied it, but, you know what I mean? So I go for the real world. Study's great, but nothing beats real world. Nothing beats. Like, you could study sex, but never even had sex. It's like, okay, great. Like, that's cool, but, like, I'm big into practical experience, real experience. Because anything we truly know is what we personally experience. The rest is just pure programming. So getting a vasectomy, in my opinion, would be one of the most powerful things any man can do. It makes a relationship stronger because you have less stress and less pressure. You have more spontaneous sex, more spontaneous connection. You as a man as well, you're becoming alpha because you're deciding the contraception, because you're taking control of that. No condoms breaking from manufacturing defect, whatever. You're the man. You've taken the control, and in your woman's eyes, that elevates you up many, many points, and it also makes you a more attractive man in every woman's eyes. Because now it's like, hang on, I can't lock you down. Pregnancy and kid responsibility. I don't like this. Part of the brain's like, I don't like this. This is not so good. I better become a very good partner to be around. Otherwise, you're in demand still because I can't lock you down. Once a man gets locked down by a woman with kids, etc., then it's very normal for the woman to go, okay, I've got the easy road now. I'm good. This is all good. I can put on those 20-pound extra or whatever, or 20 stone extra, and just go smooth sailing. Same with the guys as well. A lot of guys are like, I'm good now. I can just last 1 minute and it's all good. So that's why I recommend people keep on their toes. And the vasectomy is a game changer. It changes all the dynamics of a relationship. It changes everything. And guys who don't have a vasectomy can't really relate to this. Guys who have a vasectomy and have, they can definitely relate. It's sort of a bit like going surfing. Only a surfer understands the feeling. Only a cyclist understands it. Only in Thailand you understand the feeling. Only with vasectomy when you're going balls deep, do you really understand the feeling? So this is reality here. This is the reality. You get a vasectomy, best guy in Australia, Dr. Snip. Any surgeon will do. Just find one that's got experience, get it done. No regrets.